guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through a full body mobility routine. It's going to help you work through any of those sticky spots through your spine. It's going to help you to mobilize through any stiff joints and just get your body feeling a little bit more fluid. So you don't need any equipment, just yourselves. And let's get ready to go. We're going to begin with some deep squats. So just start with your feet underneath your sit bones, toes facing forward. Now I want you to reach down to the floor, forward and up to the ceiling. Circle your palms out and press them back down to your side. Let's do it again. Reach down, forward and up. And circle those arms around and back down to your sides. Now I want you to drive through your heels as you come up to standing, and then I want you to resist pressing your hands back down to your sides. So we're going to start to engage through those legs, just warming up the body, just getting that blood flowing. Now, I'm gonna start to add a little bit of a brush stroke in here. So as you circle those arms around, lift your chest gently up to the ceiling, taking your eye line a little bit forward and up, almost to where your wall will meet the ceiling. So we get that upper back extension without it going into your lower back. You're really drawing those abs in and up, opening up through your chest, shoulders, collarbones. Just really starting to get that shoulder joint moving as well. And let's just do one more. And release. Let's bring your hands to the back of your head. You're just going to drop your chin to your chest. Take your eye line forward, and then take your eye line just gently up to the ceiling, pressing your head into your hands a little bit. Then release your head forward, dropping it down, just getting a nice stretch through the back of the neck. Bringing it back up through center, and then lifting up. Now we're going to drop the chin to the chest and start to roll down through the spine, releasing one vertebra at a time, letting your head just be heavy as you roll down. Now if it starts to feel a little nervy, just release those hands a little bit off the back of your head. And when you can't go any further, press your chest forward and slowly roll yourself back up to standing with a flat back. I'm going to show you from the side as well. So you're going to drop your chin to the chest. Roll yourself down, release one vertebra at a time. Press your chest forward at the bottom and come all the way back up to standing. Tucking that tailbone under at the top. Chin to chest. Rolling yourself down. Bringing it into a flat back and up. Now let's see if we can reverse it. Taking a flat back forward, 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 forward. When you can't go any further, you release. You feel that lovely stretch and release through the backs of those legs and through your spine, trying to work through those sticky spots in the spine. Remember, flat back forward, and then release your chest forward, rounding through the spine as you roll yourself all the way up, restacking the spine like building blocks, one vertebra at a time. Let's just do one more, taking that flat back forward, releasing forward, and then going to roll yourself all the way back up. Release those arms down, and then just take your head to the right and to the left. And then just dropping your right ear to your right shoulder and back through center, left ear to left shoulder, back through center. Now we'll do one more each way, but hold your head this way and reach that opposite arm towards the floor. So you feel that really nice stretch through the side of the neck. Bring it back through center, other side, and just reach the other arm. And back through center, and just roll those shoulders down and back. Great, now we're gonna reach those arms out to the side. We're just gonna soften those knees as we take a mermaid stretch up and over, bringing it back through center, and bringing it up and over. back through center. Just make sure you release this top shoulder, that it doesn't creep up towards your ear. Just release it down and back. Now you can either stay here, or my favorite bit is to add a C curve. So we're going to take it over to the side, round the spine to draw the shoulder blades apart. Bring it back to your side bend and lift. Take it up and over, mermaid stretch. Round the spine, draw the shoulder blades apart. Bring it back to that mermaid and release. Good, let's just do one more each way. And open those arms out to the side and step your legs a little bit wider so your toes are pointing forward, palms are down. We're just going to start with a lunge, bring it back up through center, and lunge to the other side, bring it back through center. So you can either stay here, just working through those hips, opening up through those inner thighs, really starting to mobilize into the hips now. And then if you want more, hold that lunge, rotate, hand to opposite toe, unwind and lift. So we're adding a little airplane here. And when you take that airplane, make sure that you get your arms or hands to stack one on top of each other when you hit that airplane position. You want to feel the shoulder blade glide around the back of the rib cage. Let's just take one more in each direction. And last one. And bring it back through center. Go ahead and release it down. Roll those shoulders down and back and walk your feet back in. We're gonna take it to the back of your mat now, so you can roll down one more time. Just releasing one vertebra at a time. Holding it here, and go ahead and rock yourself side to side. Just letting your body be heavy. Shifting your weight from your right foot to your left foot. Almost like you're a broken rag doll. You can bounce it side to side, just releasing into that lower back. Then soften your knees so your hands can touch the floor. Then go ahead and walk your hands forward to the top of your mat. Find a high plank position here. And then we're going to just lift those hips up to the ceiling and take it into a downward facing dog. So from here, you're going to ripple through like a wave. You're gonna ripple upper back, middle back to release your chest forward. Then send those hips back up to the ceiling. And again, ripple upper back, middle back to release your chest forward. Send those hips back up to the ceiling. If that's too much, you just drop your knees down and take it from a shell stretch, child's pose, and you ripple through, staying on your knees. Good, just really try to warm up through the spine, trying to articulate from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. Good, this will be your last one. Hold it in that up dog position. Hold it here, and then take your head to the right and to the left, looking over your shoulder. And then bring it back to your downward facing dog. Good, pedal those heels to the floor, lengthening out through the backs of those legs, through those calves and hamstrings. Now bringing your feet a little closer together. Lift that right leg up to the ceiling, take it into three-leg downward dog. Take it into that big hamstring stretch. Go ahead and look underneath that right shoulder. If you have your right leg up, look underneath that right shoulder. Give your upper body a little twist. Then let's bring that right knee in and forward, taking it into a nice low lunge. Hold it here. Just releasing it into that back hip flexor, letting your hips be nice and heavy. You can circle those hips around a little bit, see if that helps you release. And reverse that circle. Then drop that back knee down. Release those back toes so your hands can float up to the ceiling. Taking it into a nice stretch here. And if you want more, retuck those back toes, lift that back knee. Hold it here to deepen into that stretch. And then float your hands down whatever position you're in. Lift that back knee one last time so you can step that foot back into down dog. Let's just change legs. Left foot will come up to the ceiling. Take it into that 3-leg down dog. Enjoy that hamstring stretch there. Go ahead and look underneath your shoulder, giving yourself a little twist. And then when you're ready, sweep that left foot forward, in between your hands, bring it into your low lunge. Holding it here, just releasing into that hip flexor. Feel free to take a few little circles around and reversing it. And now if we drop that back knee down, release the back toes. Lift your hands up towards the ceiling, lift the chest. Trying to get your biceps to your ears, holding it here in this lovely stretch. Just breathe. And if you want more, retuck those back toes and hover that back knee off the floor. When you're ready, release those hands down to the floor. And you're going to just step your front foot to your back foot, come into your downward facing dog one last time. Go ahead and pedal those heels to the floor. And then go ahead and soften your knees. Bring your hands in so that way you're in 4-point kneeling. Let's just take one hand to the back of your head. So if your left hand is on your head, you're going to lift that left elbow up and then try to get your elbow towards your other forearm. And then lift back up. And rotate. So this is a nice one for your thoracic spine. Opening, finding that rotation. And then let's do the other side. Just opening that elbow up to the ceiling and twisting that elbow towards your other forearm. And finish that last one, bring it back to 4-point kneeling. Now just make sure that your hips are over your knees. You're going to walk your hands forward to the top of your mat. And then start to slide down to release your chest to the floor. Holding it here in your puppy dog stretch. If you want more, eyes look forward towards your hands. Just letting your chest release to the mat, pressing the bottom of the shoulder blades into the back of the rib cage, drawing those abs in and out. This one is lovely for your back, your shoulders. And when you're ready, start to walk those hands back in. And then just go ahead and lie all the way down onto your front. Legs are long, arms reach out to the side. Let's start with the left leg. You're going to bend that left knee, lift that thigh off the floor, and then rotate that left foot around to your right hand. Holding it here for a moment. And then go ahead and reach that left hand up to the ceiling, scorpion stretch, opening up to the chest, the shoulders, and to the whole front of the body, squeezing into that hamstring and glute to activate that posterior chain. And then you can release the arm back down, unwind through the body, and we'll do the other side. This time bend the right knee, lift that right thigh off the floor, rotate right toe around to your left hand, and then reach that right hand up to the ceiling, opening up through chest and shoulder. You might feel a little crack through your spine. Just let it release as you open up through the whole front of the body. Breathing into it here. Then go ahead and release that hand down. Release that leg and unwind. Bring those hands underneath your shoulders. You can bring those feet a little bit wider, and then we'll just press ourselves up into a swan stretch here, just to find that extension through the spine. Breathing into it and releasing back down. Go ahead and push yourself all the way back up. And we're just going to come into a seated position here. If you come to a seated position with your feet just a little bit wider than your sit bones, I want you to bring your hands behind your hips, and I want you to drop your knees over to one side, up, and over to the other side, and up. So we're just mobilizing through those hips. working that internal and external rotation into the hip socket. And once you've done enough of those, we're gonna lie onto your side. One of my favorites. We're gonna lie onto the side, bend your knees, feet underneath your knees, and then you're going to reach your arms out in front of you. You're gonna circle your top arm overhead around, trying to keep your fingertips on the floor, and then circle it back. So from here, we're really mobilizing into that top shoulder, opening up to the chest, and also getting a lovely rotation into the thoracic spine. Do your best to keep those hips stacked as you do this. Let's just take one more. And then you can flip onto the other side. So go ahead and circle that top arm overhead, painting a circle with your fingertips on the floor. When you feel like you hit a sticky spot, think about reaching the arm out a little bit further as if someone's pulling your arm out of the socket, just a tiny bit to help you work through those sticky spots. Let's just do one more. And bring it back through center. Then go ahead and push yourself back up. Let's come to 4-point kneeling. Take it into an angry cat and cow stretch. So you round through the spine, scoop the belly in and up, drawing those shoulder blades apart. Inhale to release and look forward to cow. Exhale, round through the spine, draw the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, release and look forward to cow as you lengthen out through those abdominals. Let's just do 2 more. And last one. Bring it back to 4-point kneeling into neutral. Tuck your toes, hips up, down dog. Pedal those heels to the floor. Good, just walking those hands back to your toes. Holding it here in that lovely forward fold, just lengthening out through the backs of those legs. One last time, hands come behind the lower back, interlace those fingers, reach them up to the ceiling, opening up through chest and shoulders. Give a little rock side to side. Then relax those hands down to the floor. Soften the knees, tuck the tailbone under and roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Head comes up last. And just for a little bit of fun, we'll take some swings to finish. So if you just bring your feet underneath your sit bones, go ahead and reach your hands up to the ceiling and sweep it forward, swing it forward and back up. And again, releasing forward and back up one more time. And then go ahead and open those arms out to the side as you grow a little taller. And release those arms down. Well done, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that mobility routine. Hopefully you feel a little bit more supple and flexible throughout your body. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I've got new workouts every single Monday. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And for more full-length workouts, you can find me and support my channel on Patreon. Thanks so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.